All right, we have Dr. Joe Landers here to answer your pet questions, and he has brought along Ruby this morning. I like
yes.
Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby is, and Ruby is a Boston Terrier. She's about 2 years old. I was telling you, you would not recognize her a month ago. She was in heat and apparently got into a terrible fight, and she was all kind of beat up, and I mean, we could tell she was black, but her fur was all abscessed, and
she looks
a little
good
time,
now.
a little time, little antibiotics. And I was telling you, just full disclosure, you need some training. She doesn't know how to sit. She doesn't. She knows what a treat is, and that's about it.
She knows how to sit on your lap. She's got
she
that
is.
down.
And I in a minute here, she's thinking about jumping down after her bone. Actually, she's kind of in position here. So, but she's a good little dog.
Boston
She's over
Terrier.
at Heritage. Yep, Boston Terrier.
How old did
She's
you
about
say?
2 years old, year and a half, 2 years. She's a youngster still. I mean, she's now an adult and everything, but she's over at Heritage, which is 627-8575. She's a good little dog. So.
She's just too cute. All right, well, let's get to some of our questions. Viewers sent us emails and posted things on our Facebook page for us. This first question comes from Diana. How do you get a teething puppy to stop chewing on shoes? How old do they have to be to get their shots?
To get their shots is we usually start about 8 weeks old or so. And to stop chewing on things, I'll tell people, and it's a process. It's a learning process, and it takes a lot of time, but you want to be as consistent as possible. But as they start chewing on something you don't need, you give them a chew bone or whatever it is that you want them to chew on. You, of course, tell them no when they're chewing on the wrong thing, then wait just a couple of seconds and then start playing with the toy with them. And you do it over and over and over until they realize, hey, we don't chew on that. I'll tell people you can negatively reinforce it sometimes by telling them no sharply, but I usually kind of reserve that a lot of times for electrical cords or things or something really special that you can't move, okay? I always tell people my dogs help train my kids to put everything away because basically they would chew on, Barbies and cell phones and whatever was kind of down. So it actually kind of helped, get them organized. So, but yeah, just, consistently kind of change that, so.
All right, next we have Jan. Do you have any suggestions for potty training a puppy? He goes in the house and then runs to the door because he knows that he'll be put out. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one. And what I'll tell people is kind of depends on age, and you need to talk to your veterinarian a little bit. A lot of times I'll tell people up to about, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, you're just going through the motions, okay? You get lucky, or if not. Between 8 and 12 weeks, they really start getting it. And again, the consistency, putting them out and praising them every time they're out. Okay. After about 12 weeks, tell people we start going towards boot camp, okay? Which is I'm gonna really concentrate on not letting you make the mistake in the house. People go, well, how do you do that? Well, you either put them on a leash with you, okay, and sometimes people thought that was crazy, but I've had a lot of people say, wow, that was really a good idea, because now they're right next to you, they can't get away with it, okay, a little bit, and or sometimes go to some crate training, okay, because some of them are pretty stubborn. I mean, there's some breeds out there,
it's not easy.
Yeah, because it's pretty easy just to go over there and, ignore it, because somebody cleans it up,
Somebody's going to take care of it.
That's
All right,
right.
Dr. Joe, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
If you're interested in adopting Ruby, she's at your place, right?
Yep, she
What's
sure
that
is.
number again?
627-8575.